How to grow and care for strawberries in pots or containers. Once you master how to grow strawberries in pots, you will grow them forever. It's that addictive. And with good reason. For one, nothing compares to the flavorful, juicy, fill-the-mouth taste that these delicacies are packed with. Strawberries are also rich in fiber, vitamin C, and other powerful antioxidants believed to benefit heart health and help manage blood sugar. The best part is that they aren't fussy about soil or climate, which makes them easy to grow and care for, whether in pots or in ground, as long as they get adequate sunlight. Literally, all strawberries will fruit just as well in pots as with in-ground growing. Only that you have to employ a few tricks to boost your chances of a successful harvest. Ensure you choose the right strawberry variety, pot, and quality soil. The rest is simple cultivation practices, as we'll see later in this post. FAQs on growing strawberry plants in pots for your container garden. Before you see how to plant these juicy sweet berries in pots, it might be worth your time to review some of the frequently asked questions across the internet on the topic. What is the best container for growing strawberries? Terracotta pots, hanging baskets, and special strawberry planters will offer your berries the comfort they need. However, for a more natural rustic effect, try willow window boxes, or recycle an old vegetable/wooden wine crate. Repurposed wheelbarrows and animal drinking troughs are also great options. Remember that whatever you opt for caters to the plant's drainage needs. What are the benefits of growing strawberries in containers? There are numerous unique benefits to growing your berries in containers, including ease of plant movement to track the sun for additional light and warmth than they might otherwise get. Plants can be elevated to escape the interest of slugs and avoid soil-borne diseases. It's also possible to force an extra crop by sheltering the plants, either under the cover of a polytunnel or greenhouse, during winter. How to grow strawberries in pots, from crowns or transplants. You can start your strawberries from seed, transplants, or bare root crowns. Depending on the propagation method you choose, ensure the timing is right. Exposed from the cold and won over, they'll get away quite fast to fruit. Ideally, some transplants or pot-sold strawberries should fruit the same summer. When you purchase your bare roots, check the label. The growth cycle depends on the variant. 1. Fill the pot with potting soil. Top up your pot of multi-purpose potting soil with compost, leaving an inch of space from the rim. If using a premium potting mix, then you do not need compost. That's because the compost top-up as it comes enriched with all the additives your plants need for the establishment process. However, the best compost for strawberries in pots is always matured homemade compost. If you don't have compost at home, buy the organic version from your local garden center or large hardware stores. 2. Add the strawberry plants. Create a tiny mound on the surface and spread the plant's roots over the mound. Cover the roots with potting soil up to the crown, then gently tamp the plant into the soil. Water generously so the compost settles around the roots. If growing more than one plant in the same pot, space them 10 to 12 inches apart to allow enough room to spread. Add extra potting soil as needed once the soil settles after watering, making sure to not cover the crown. 3. Add some sunshine. Move the container to a sunny spot, where the plant receives 8 to 12 hours of sunlight daily. This will help boost the blooming and fruiting process. 4. Water and fertilize the strawberries as they grow. Water the berries regularly whenever the top inch of the soil feels dry. As you water, take care not to wet the leaves as that may encourage the spread of fungal disease to the fruits. If you can, Gently lift the leaves to irrigate your sunken pots. Fertilize regularly with a high-quality, organic liquid fertilizer once the first flowers appear. You can even use the brands promoted for tomato plant feeding. They work just as well for this purpose. Are your containers outside? To keep birds and rodents off the fruits, consider netting or fencing. Lay out straw or wood chips underneath the fruits to help keep them clean of compost. Cut back the foliage, except for the central young leaves, with hand shears once fruiting is over. Unless you intend to propagate new plants, remove the runners so the plants thicken up again before winter. Winter care for your potted strawberry plants. Wondering what to do with strawberry plants in pots at the end of the season? You don't want to dispose of them, of course. Although they produce best when accorded a dormancy period in winter, strawberry roots can easily suffer freeze, especially in colder climates. Move them under a deck or into an unheated garage for winter protection. Alternatively, a polytunnel or a greenhouse will also do the job. Only water when the soil feels excessively dry, and do not water any foliage that might remain. Apply mulch in and around the container to help with insulation. Best strawberry varieties for pots or containers. The takeaway: once you learn how to grow strawberries in pots, it becomes obsessive. In a good way. So now you know how to grow strawberries in pots. Let the fun part begin. Get those hands dirty. Simply plant, irrigate, feed, and enjoy the fresh, filling aroma of your homegrown strawberries. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe for more amazing garden content.